How long have you known Alex?
We met in high school, or we became friends in high school and came on the job together, and that's where we became tight. Me and Alex came on the job September 4th, 1990, and we rode to fire college every day together.
We were classmates in fire college together. When I came on, I was 18 years old. Alex was 19 years old, so we were both kids coming through the academy together.
We were Lieutenant Station 4, and Alex used to swing through station a lot.
So Alex, when he was a newly promoted lieutenant, he swung in through 4, and he rode with myself and Ricky. We kind of hit it off pretty good. We were already friends with his brother.
No, yo hablar español.
No, man, this is English, bro. You said fire.
A mí no importa si se retiró Alejandro. I met Alex when he became a lieutenant and he swung to Station 4. I was already a friend with Raul, his brother.
The first 6 of us were all born a year apart, and then Alex and Danny were born. We grew up holding them in diapers. They were my little brothers. And when they got out of high school, they were both going to go the community college route. And that's fine, but the fire departments are all increasing their staffing. You're going to try to get on the fire department.
Alex was always a go-getter in the academy. He always had a positive attitude, and he always kept people motivated, focused, and upbeat. And you can see that carries through his career today.
Never been a showboat guy or look at me guy, and never had to have nice clothes or nice cars or any of that. You know, it's funny, we rode to fire college together, and we rode in my car because I refused to go in Alex's car. I just wasn't doing it.
I do not remember anything about a car that he drove.
Alex always drove a hunk of junk. I wasn't even sure if we were going to make it to work on time with his cars.
I'm sure Troy spoke about him driving a nicer car than Alex.
So I always made sure we went in my car.
Él no es malo, él no es, he's not a, it wouldn't be funny. I don't know. I don't know if making fun of Alex would be something like when we make fun of Shorty or people like that, porque, you know, the cone is a classic. Eso sí, Shorty, when they make fun of the little leprechaun, things like that, you know. I can't make fun of Alex. I can't say anything negative about him. I can't make fun of him because I don't want to. He's my friend. He's such a good-hearted man that I don't know. I wouldn't want to make fun of him.
That's why he's special to a lot of us, and especially me. And Alex isn't, for me, was never a friend or a co-worker. Alex always been family to me. Once we became tight, and that's what Alex does with people. He brings them in and makes them part of who he is. So it's a good thing.
Alex was never worried about himself. Alex is just the kind of guy who will grab you and he'll bring you in and he'll put you under his wing and say, hey, come here. Let's talk about this. And we'll do the right thing. And you're going to see that you're going to be better off doing the right thing than doing the wrong thing.
We can talk. My thing about him that I love the most is that we can sit down and actually talk. We talk about anything. And when we're talking, he's an honest man. He's the type of person, he tells you the truth. And I like that. I like people that are honest.
His attitude always was good. He was very positive, even when we were getting our kick teeth in at the box at Rescue 4, which is infamous. I think if you ask 10 people on the job where your worst night was, 9 of them will say at Rescue 4.
Rescue 4 and Rescue 7 were the two busiest rescue in the city.
He had an ability to make things light and easy and fun for the crews that worked for him. So I remember one time we were on a roof and Ricky almost fell off, and I reached over and grabbed him, and Alex grabbed me to make sure that we didn't go over. And it was a little intense there for a second, right? And Alex goes like, "Oh, what are you gonna cry because your boyfriend almost fell off the roof?" that was how he would de-escalate the seriousness of a moment. He was pretty good at that. It was a lot of fun.
He makes you love your job, and he makes you know and feel that you're protected, and that there's somebody out there who's gonna do anything he can to make things better for you, and to give you everything that you need, so that you can do your job in the most professional way that you can.
People genuinely like him. When you sit down and you talk to Alex, you really see who Alex is and what Alex is about, and you see that he is somebody that you want to follow, and that was probably one of the main reasons why I had selected him to be my Deputy Chief of Operations. Because when you are always striving to put the employee first, you can't go wrong. If you're a mentor and you're a leader and you're always coaching that employee, because that's essentially what Alex is. Alex is a coach. He's a hell of a coach. Alex has a long history of being a coach, which is why it makes him so good in the fire department. And when you do that, when you invest in your employees like that, it pays you back tremendously.
His humility, just Alex, the way he made decisions was always for the better of the most and for the better of the department. And he left himself for last. And obviously we know that Alex left as the deputy of the department. And I think he was a good man for the job. In my eyes, there ain't enough bugles for that kid. So.
You know, I liked Alex. We used to call him the good Fernandez at the time, even though we'd always hang out with Raul, but Raul was a horrible influence on all of us. But when people, the best leadership skill is when you have when you let someone down and he's your boss and you feel bad for it. Like, to me, that's the best leadership skill. And Alex had that, like a good officer, a good fireman, a good benevolent member. You know, he was on the specialty teams. And he did a lot of good stuff, so it was fun to work with him. He was. I mean, it's no hurry. It's only like 4 o'clock. I don't have to go and get my kid or anything. But let's make it the Pizza Vedra show. Come in. Let's make it the Pizza Vedra show. We know nobody talks to you at home. Holy! Look at these two guys. Walking cardiac arrest right there. What are you guys doing?
Nothing, I'm going to hide behind
All right.
you so nobody can see me.
Yes, that's good. That is actually a man. I know they look like they look like circus bears, but they're actually humans. It's so weird. Just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean that that's not a lifelong brother. And I love him, and I'm just very proud of everything that he was able to accomplish. You know, a hell of a family. His sisters, his other brothers, Danny, who was a chief as well. I mean, he's kind of like a who's of royalty of the fire service, and I'm just glad that I had an opportunity to ride with him when he was a dirty, nasty rescue officer and work for him as a chief.
He's gonna see this. Is there anything that you would like to tell him now?
Huh? I thought you were going to retire and not do anything else. That's a conversation we had. And now you're going to go work in the county.
When you retire, you go fishing or you go and play golf, but in reality, he's not retiring because he's getting another job.
And the fact that you're continuing to do what you love and continue to help others, and I'm proud of you.
You're my brother, you'll be my brother forever, and hopefully you retire soon so you can enjoy your retirement. This time for real. No, this one is a lie. You just switch jobs.
Alex will never be another Alex, so Alex is who he is, and if he wants to go try something else out, I'm happy for him. Great working with you, and I hope that our friendship keeps going for another 32 years. So I look forward to going on some vacations with you. I think we got one coming up in December, and I'm happy that you were able to end this Miami Fire Department career, you know, healthy, wealthy, and wise, and whatever it is that you got out of it, you deserve 10 times more. So thanks for the last 32 years.
I want to tell him that I'm very proud of him. You're smart, you're tough, and you're professional. And you have made this guy right here extremely, extremely proud.
Alex, it has been 32 years. From that to Surfside, to every other incident that we have dealt with together, I want you to know that you've been amazing. I could not have done it without you, and I truly depended on you, and you came through. Thank you, brother.
Plus, it was really unique that a mom could have 2 children that both end up as firemen, very successful, and yet one of them's baby teeth never fell out.
So what is this, one of those 30 for 30 tearjerker moments? I promise you I wasn't going to cry.